Would you raise your right hand if you would? You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Marjorie Hayward is a special education teacher at Dickinson Elementary School in the Grand Rapids Public School District. This is her first time ever in court.
And give me my classroom of students with autism, and I'm prepared for anything, but sitting here today makes me very nervous.
She's been dragged to court by her union, the Grand Rapids Education Association, for back dues.
I did not pay my union dues because the GREA did not do its contracted job of representing us accurately.
Marjorie owes $980. The union took her to court to collect.
That complaint stems from negotiations that were occurring in 2008. Contract expired. At that point in time, the district decided not to collect dues through payroll deduction. And because of that, the Grand Rapids Education Association had to take on that responsibility, which they did. And they started collecting dues from all of its members.
It took the GREA 18 months to reach a deal. During that time, Marjorie did not pay her dues. Here's why.
In June 18 of 2008, I sent an email to Paul Helder, who was the president and still is the president of GREA, stating that it was time to accept the contract offer made by Grand Rapids Public Schools. I sent this in response to an email that Mr. Helder had sent to all the GREA members stating that we were, quote, in a war against terrorism, and quote, that we were fighting for our civil rights. These statements were taken so lightly by our union president that I felt it was time for me to contact him.
Marjorie has been a teacher for 15 years.
I guess I was meant to be a teacher, as funny as that sounds. I'm the youngest of 8 kids, and 6 of us are in some kind of service profession, either teacher, social worker, or minister, so I guess it's in my blood.
She didn't want to be in court.
I have a classroom of students with autism, and yeah, I had one student this afternoon, well, when I left at noon, that didn't understand why I was leaving, you know, asked me not to leave. Change for kids with autism is very difficult.
But she's sitting before a judge because she says her union didn't listen.
In an email, which I have a copy of, I suggested that we should sign the contract proposed by the district because of the downward trend of our economy. To me, it felt wrong to be asking for so much more when most people were having to adjust to living with so much less.
Marjorie didn't feel like the union was representing her needs. She made this comparison.
You contract with a general contractor to do work on your home, and it's not done in a timely fashion, and it's not done well. You may not pay him, or you may not pay all.
Kent County Judge Stephen Servas listened to what Marjorie had to say.
Right to work states, you know, they have it totally differently, and I think that, you know, you would end up having more to say about things yourself, but I don't think we're a right to work state.
And because of that, Marjorie must pay her back dues.
The bottom line is I'm not so sure I can do anything for you legally.
Outside the courtroom, the union representative said this.
I hope that we saw in there that we were seeking $980, and we're willing to get, you know, to come to a resolution with Marjorie to get that money in whatever fashion does not produce a hardship on her. And so that's, you know, that our obligation to our members is to represent them as best as we can. We'll continue to do that. I know that Marjorie had some issues, and we'll continue to address those. And that's why I gave her my card and an open door policy to come talk to me at any time she needs to.
It turns out Marjorie's not alone. The union says there are others they are trying to collect dues from.
We currently have approximately 90 people who have still have obligations outstanding, and we're seeking every day to try to come to an agreement with them on how they can pay their dues back, and we'll continue to do so and make it as fair and equitable as possible. Our hope is that we can handle everything out of court and come to amicable resolutions with all of our people.
Even though she has to pay, Marjorie's not upset.
It's the right thing to do. That's about all I can say.
As she prepares to return to her students, she may find herself back in court to fight back against her union another day.
There is possible class action lawsuit. I know that there are maybe some lawyers that are willing to represent some of us in it.
In Kent County, Teresa Rashid, EAG TV.